Alright, Shalom Yasharallah. Before we get started, we're going to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and others of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back on the video, another lesson. The title of this one's going to be called Man's Going, alright, is of the Lord. Response to Chief Ephraim. Alright, and it's a video of, the elders responding to Chief Ephraim. This is from the elder Manatazakba, GMS, South Carolina, 08. It says, response, Chief Ephraim's $1 million question about the MOTB. And I watch, I'm 13 minutes in, but I'm going to go back to the beginning so y'all can listen for yourself. All right, so let's get into it.
Shalom. Hey, I got the $1 million question, right? For those that claim the mark of the beast is a microchip, right? With everything going on in the earth, who's going to implement the mark of the beast? What nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's all white people, you got to be specific, because obviously Russia is not doing what America is doing. China is not doing what America is doing. Iran is definitely not doing what America is doing. What nations or what white nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's America, then obviously it ain't going to be the whole world. So this is where the doctrine kind of falls very short. It takes a deep dive very short. If the mark of the beast is going to be a worldwide thing and you can't eat, right, and drink and buy and sell, right, all of this stuff with a physical chip, the $1 million question is, who's going to implement it? And I'm going to leave y'all with that, right? Because obviously the nations ain't getting along. And whatever NATO's doing, BRICS ain't with it. And whatever BRICS is doing, NATO ain't with it. So who's going to implement it? This is why I don't subscribe, and neither do the servants subscribe to the mark of the beast being a microchip.
Yahweh Shai. So you can go watch the rest of this video. All right, bring out some great edification. But I'm going to start with Revelation 3 and 10, because this will be a worldwide thing. All right. Let's get that. Let's get Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, this world in the Greek is oikomene. Okay, ex-Christian, but what's the difference between the world in John 3:16 and the world in Revelation 3 and 10? They won't answer it. Or some might, but ask a black Christian this question. But oikomene is what you see. And it reads, and it says, the inhabited earth, the portion of the earth inhabited by the Greeks, in distinction from the lands of the barbarians. The Roman Empire are the subjects of the empire, which was the known earth at that time. Definition C says the whole inhabited earth, the world. All right, the inhabitants of earth, men. So this will be a worldwide thing, right? Down here it says land, i.e. the terrain part of the globe, especially the Roman Empire, earth, world. So it's gonna be the whole inhabited earth, right? And you already got China doing the let's go to it so we can. China. See, Neuralink. Let's look that up. All right. China conducts first human trial of brain implant. Patient controls Mario Kart. Okay, so it's just not in America that they're doing this. I forgot what China. They got a different company. Something. It's in China, but it's one in competition with Neuralink. Let me see if I can look it up. Neuralink. competitors. Let's see what comes up. It says several companies are developing brain-computer interfaces (BCIs) that compete with Neuralink. Some of the most prominent competitors include Synchron, BlackRock Neurotech, Parodromics, Precision, Neuroscience, and Neurable. All right, but it was one in China that they had. But let me see. Let's look this up. China implant chip. Let's see what comes up. So it says, yeah, this is China is making significant advancements in BCI technology, with some research teams developing and testing brain implants that rival Elon Musk's Neuralink. These implants, like the Beano number 1 and NEO, are designed to help paralyzed patients regain movement and communication capabilities. While Neuralink has begun human trials, China is also rapidly advancing in this field, with plans for larger scale human trials in the near future. All right. So China has a BCI that they're developing on their own. The Beano or Beneo, hope I said that right, number 1, and the NEO, Neural Electronic Opportunity. All right, they got a Beneo 2. As human trials, while Neuralink has started human trials, China is also accelerating in efforts in this area. All right, and they got let me see. So they're already developing these, these implants. Let's see, it was a video or article that I read. Where you can pay with your hand in China somewhere. Let me see. I think this is it. Tencent. It was one of these. But they have the same, the same thing. As the the one it's called Amazon One. When you go on like a what's it called? A Whole Foods. I believe it's a Whole Foods. They have the Amazon. You can just hover your hand over the where you pay, and they'll pay for it. But we can get one of these if we can. China's palm payment push is here. It says Alipay, the financial arm of Alibaba, has introduced a new palm-based biometric terminal dubbed the PL1, which enables individuals to make purchases simply by presenting their hand. No phone, card, or PIN required. Positioned as a faster, touch-free alternative for payment, this system reflects a growing industry shift toward frictionless biometric transactions. You can read the rest on your own if you can't. But China is already doing things like this. Even Sweden, right? Sweden's trend, micro chip implants replace keys, wallets, and IDs, and this came out 2 years ago. All right, in 2023. TheGoodManProject.com. It says, in Sweden, a tech trend is taking root, and it's as small as a grain of rice. Microchip implants, introduced in 2015, these tiny biochips are gaining popularity as thousands of people opt for a high-tech alternative to traditional keys, credit cards, and tickets. All right, so this is already happening in different countries. The technological system. Thousands of Swedes are getting microchip implants under their skin. All right, so this is been happening. Now, who was going to implement it? Well, that's the Lord is really. Let's get Proverbs. He's going to put the spirit on man, but to make it happen, there's Proverbs 20 and 24. It says, man's goings are of the Lord. His name is Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? So man's goings are of the Lord. All right. It could be America. It could be China. It could be, Russia. Because they're doing the same thing. All right. They're getting ready for all this biometric payments, palm payment, face scanning. Okay. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. So who's to say that? Who's gonna implement it? That's up to the Lord, man. And it's really the Lord's gonna do it. He's gonna implement the chip, but he's gonna put the spirit on, Esau, Edom to put it out there. Right. Let's get Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart, and your heart is your mind. To show you, the heart, word for heart in the Hebrew is lab. It means inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. So your mind, the king's mind is in the hand of the Lord. Okay? Heart of man, soul, heart of men, mind, knowledge, thinking, reflection, memory. Okay? So the king's heart, the king's mind is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay, so the Lord's gonna put the spirit, just like he gonna put the spirit on, these nations to shoot their missiles. Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Talking about America. For the Most High, Yahweh, have put in their hearts, okay, for God, the Heavenly Father, have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So the Lord's like he's going to put the spirit on the nations to destroy America. He's going to put the spirit on Esau, Edom, to implement the micro-C-hip. All right? So going back to Proverbs 21:1, let's read it again. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord controls everything. And it's the Lord's chip, right? Because everything belongs to the Heavenly Father. This is Isaiah 54. Now this is dealing with, the Lord making the scientists for, for making the nuclear missiles, but we can still apply. Isaiah 54:16, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. The Lord created, look at the movie Oppenheimer. He put the spirit on him to create the atomic bomb. Did he not? He put a spirit on, it was a video, I forgot who it was, but he put a spirit on some Edomite to make the chip. And I think it's a YouTube video, somewhere on YouTube. And he was in a church with a pastor, and he was telling the people that this is the mark of the beast. He was the creator of it. Matter of fact, let me see if it comes up. Who created let's see. Patent, not that. Microchip implants. I don't think it says the first micro-C-hip implant in a human was created by Kevin Warwick, a British scientist, in 1998. He had a silicone micro-C-hip encased in glass implanted in his arm to test its compatibility with his body and its ability to interact with computer systems. All right, so we can get an image. Was it him? I don't think it was this guy, but it was a video. Let me see. I can't find the video, but if a brother knows, he can put the link in the description. They'll know what I'm talking about, though. So the first micro-C-hip implant in a human was created by Kevin Warwick, a British scientist, in 1998. All right, he had a silicone micro-C-hip encased in glass implanted in his arm to test the potential of human-machine interfaces. That's what that tells you. Transhumanism. So they've been doing this thing back in the 90s. The Lord Ben had this planned out. Now they're just getting ready to implement, to make it mandatory. So you can buy and sell. So Chief Ephraim, all right, the Lord is gonna he's gonna put the spirit on Esau to make it to be made mandatory. If that answers his question, So Chief Ephraim's $1 million question about the MOTB. And he don't even. I guess he doesn't believe in the chip, but that's fine. When it comes to pass, they'll know that prophets have been among them, starting with the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, going down, and affiliate brothers. All right, so Lord willing, it was edifying. You brothers and sisters got something out of it. We gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chakodash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to those four elect. Lord's will was edified, and Lord willing, we back with another one. Till the next one, I'm say Shalom.